Hello, hello. Welcome to Intuitive Angel Reads. I'm Intuitive Chew. Today we're going to be doing your current energy, whatever comes out. This is going to be for air signs, Gemini, Libra, and or Aquarius. So I had already recorded, but my phone kept my laptop kept freezing because I kept having notification come in. So this is why this layer is already out here, but we're gonna run it back. Okay, I do feel like you guys may have a lot of interruptions and or a lot of setbacks that you are feeling at this point in time, which I did mention that in the previous recording I did, that some of you guys are feeling like you guys are constantly having to go above and beyond to see some sort of change, or have to really put in the necessary efforts and the work to ensure that you see something, you see the benefits, or you see the rewards and whatever it is that you are trying to do at this point in time. I just don't want you to get discouraged. Know that everything is in fact obtainable, and I do feel like your blessing is right around the corner. It's just kind of like you're being tested as of right now. Okay, so I'm going to say the prayer and then we're going to jump right back in. We're going to try this again. Okay, so Most High, first and foremost, Most High, spirit guides, ancestors, angels of the highest, most brightest white light, and of the highest, most brightest white light only, I welcome you here and I shut any door that is not of you. I ask for clear and concise messages interpreted in the way intended for air babies. Bring forth the messages and nudges, the clarity, the advice, whatever it is that they are needing to know at this point in time. Anybody that tries to negatively attach the energy to mine and or air babies, may that tie be severed in the name of God. Anybody sending us evil eyes, wishing on our downfall, and are simply trying to create blockages, may that shit be returned to 10 times 1,000 to them and their loved ones. I know that no weapon against me shall prosper, and no weapon against air baby shall prosper in the name of God, because we are guarded, guided, and protected all days, always, from things that can be seen and the things that cannot be, okay? Air baby, some of you guys could be dealing with a water sign, because I kept saying water sign in the previous recording. Okay, so water sign highly aspected for you, Cancer, Pisces, and or Scorpio. You could be experiencing some turbulence with a Scorpio. You could experience some sort of setbacks with a Scorpio, or this is just somebody that you are in a relationship with, in a connection with, okay? Or surrounded by a lot of water signs at this point in time, okay? Now, if you are, in fact, again, please only take the messages that resonate for you and be sure to leave what does not. This is, in fact, a general reading. Okay, if you're wanting something more personable, please visit the description box where my website will be linked. There you'll be able to find all the readings that it is that I offer, what they entail, a little synopsis, okay? Also, if you're seeking spiritual guidance and or wellness coaching, you'll be able to find that there as well, okay? Okay, boom. So, now that the intro out the way, okay. So starting off your read, lesson learned was the first card out. So exactly what I had made mention of. I was just kind of like, look, although it feels like you are constantly having to fight, like all your life you had to fight, all your life you had to put in so much work, so much effort in whatever it is that you were wanting to achieve. Okay, it just never came easy. You always had to put in the work. But I want you to know that, again, these experiences in which that you've been through, know that they were worth it. Okay, they were necessary for you at this point in time. Okay, a lot of people could be reaching out, a lot of people could be trying to figure out what you got going on as well. 808 333 1111 999 909 919. You could be seeing a lot of angel numbers, okay, at this point in time. I just want you to get intentional. Make sure that you are researching and trying to figure out what's behind the message, okay? So, lesson learned. Tough times, growth, level up. Now, again, everything that you are experiencing is for a reason. I do feel like there is some sort of level up coming up for you, okay? Some of you guys could be getting some sort of unexpected money to flow in. You could be getting a message from somebody in which that you haven't spoken to for quite some time. Okay, I do feel like there is an ex lurking. Okay, so an ex lurking, this could have been somebody that you had higher level of commitment with, somebody that you were possibly engaged to. Okay, potentially planning a wedding. Okay, or this is a connection where that you spoke about this. All right, this is what was supposed to be the end goal. I do feel like there is somebody heavily lurking, heavily watching you at this point in time. They're envious. Black magic is here, jealous of you, hiding a grudge, holding a grudge, mad you're gone. So I feel like they're starting to realize that, again, a lot of their blessings in which that it is that they used to receive and or obtain, that was obtainable for them when you guys were together, it was just that because you guys were together. You were the beacon, you were the source, you were the light, okay, that made all of this thing possible. You may have been the key manifester. All right, they're very envious. I do feel like, again, they're watching you. I do feel like they have people watching you. Their family could be watching you as well. So just be very mindful. Give them something to you feel me, to watch. Black magic, I'm not really feeling like, again, this is something that you need to focus on. Make sure that you are doing your return to senders, protection jewelry. Make sure that, again, you are staying prayed up to the gods, okay? Because, again, there are a lot of people that is looking at you and trying to figure out what you got going on. 555, because there are a lot of changes that is tied to you at this point in time. Again, you may be receiving and or achieving a lot of things that they thought that you wouldn't have without them, right? But you're showing them, okay? Right place, right time. You are currently, you could have met somebody in which that got into messages. So if you haven't met somebody yet, you will be. If you're single, you won't be single for long. Divine is putting you in perfect alignment to, again, come forth or meet your divine counterpart. Okay, know that divine timing is definitely at play, but again, you guys are in fact coming into alignment, and this is something that is meant to be. This connection is meant to be. Some of you guys could be online dating, met this person through online dating, okay, but you're contemplating, you're unsure about this. At first, I also received a download that this may have been somebody that you started talking to, and then you guys took a break, okay, and then you guys kind of rekindled, okay, and really trying to see where this can go. Things are taking off. It's fruitful, right? But I do feel like you or them are still in a place of contemplation. It still feels a little sketchy. You still feel like, again, you're weighing out your options. But divine is saying, do not self-sabotage this connection, because, again, forever kind of love was here. And like I said, higher level of commitment. Okay, this could lead to marriage. This could be your divine counterpart. This could be somebody that you spend lifetime with. Okay, this person is meant to stay. A couple cards at the bottom of the deck as well that came out, or that I've seen in the previous recording, was real reunion, back for good, pure joy, soulmate, reconnect. Like I said, this could have been somebody that you were talking to, but you guys may have taken some sort of a break because there was some sort of disconnect. You guys weren't in alignment at the time. Okay, again, self-sabotage could have played a part, but again, they spun a block, okay, or you spun a block, because, again, this, something about this was magnetic and it just felt meant to be. Okay, soul contract also came out. So soul contract speaks about soulmate, partnership, again, a spiritual union, a karmic agreement. Okay, so as I made mention of in the past, if this was somebody that, again, you dealt with very briefly in the past, you guys were actually serving as karmics to each other, right? So may have still needed to heal from certain situations in which you both may have been through and or experienced in the past, okay? And you guys kind of was like bringing all of that negative tension, that negative energy, those limited beliefs in the present situation that you guys were trying to build. So you guys may have taken some time apart, okay? And now you guys are reconnecting. All right. And again, divine is saying that, again, this is a soulmate. There is desire here. There is a lot of intimacy here. There's a lot of passion growing together. Okay. Intense feelings, a lot of sexual thoughts. Okay. This person has of you or you have of them. But like I said, very intimate. Okay. Very intimate, very intentional. All right. Boom. So let's see. Let's get a second layer. I do feel like, again, with this lesson learned, this person, this could be viewed as somebody from your past, an ex, as I had made mention of. It's really watching you. This person could have been in certain vices, could drink a lot, could smoke a lot, could smoke that za, could smoke cigs, okay? But they are, again, excessively doing something because, again, they are watching you. They thought that you would not be able to have been and or gotten where you are without them, right? So being very upset that again you are moving on. You seem to be having your happily ever after without them, after a period of them thinking that again it was them that carried you, right? Heavy entitlement, as I broke the deck, second chance, reconciliation, making amends, opportunities, and you have hex, witchcraft, negative mind. Like I said, I do feel like there's somebody here projecting, trying to make it seem like you are undeserving of such. Send that shit back to sender, okay? Because that is a projection. That is this person trying to get in your mind. 10:10 as I look on the clock, okay? And that's exactly when my previous recording ending. 10:10s. You guys are closing out cycles, okay? Closing out karmic situations, closing out relationships with people, places, and things that no longer served you. All right? And know that again, it's inevitable. It's what was supposed to happen, okay, for your highest good. Endings to bring on new beginnings. Lesson learned is clarified with bluff. Okay, so this person, I do feel like you guys may have had a lot of people wearing a shit ton of facades in your energy. Okay, a lot of people pretending. This person could have been had a lot of narcissistic ways. As I split the deck, I keep seeing return, second chance, chasing. This person was in fact toxic. This person didn't even realize that they may have been the problem, or things that they were doing were very irrational or very manipulative, right? I've seen karma as well. But again, you got intentional and you had to walk away from this. And I have current energy for air signs. Soulmates. As I said, come through, spirit. They're very envious. Okay, because again, you are being blessed with your divine counterpart. You are finally experiencing deep love. You're going to experience somebody that you are able to have unified love with. This is going to be a deep connection. And again, I feel like they thought that everything was going to stop with them, but you showed them, okay? And this is a lesson that they needed to learn as well, that you don't sit down and you don't get to play with people's emotions, time, energy, okay, with the way that they see fit. So I feel like divine is all over this. Divine is really handing them that ass, because at the end of the day, yes, it was very hard for you to walk away from this. I'm not going to lie to you, but now that you are in a place of receiving, okay, I feel like you spent time with yourself and you really got intentional. You raised your vibration, you did your shadow work, all right, and you are now again going to be able to come in and find this love in which that you've always manifested, always wanted, and or thought that you may have had with this person. Okay, current energy for air signs. Current energy for air signs. Beginnings. Again, starting fresh, starting new. And although I do feel like this is very flighty for some of you guys are really scared, okay? And again, healing. You've contemplated this. You thought that you were never going to be able to find somebody that actually poured into you, somebody that you were able to, again, be with, right? But I want you to know that, again, divine wasn't playing about you. All right. And all of these things in which that you've endured needed to happen to help you raise your vibration, to help you become the person that it is that you are today. All right. I do want you to allow this, bask in this good energy, because I do feel like some of you guys may be sitting down expecting and or thinking that this is going to be short-lived. There's long term here. There's longevity here. There's, again, partnership. This could even end in marriage. Like I said, at the bottom of the deck, you have possibilities, free-spirited, adventure, risk. All right. You are needing to, again, take necessary risk at this point in time. But let's see. Let's get some clarifiers. Lesson learned. Let's get some clarifiers for air signs. 5 of Swords. So after constantly feeling like this was something that you needed to work extremely hard, okay, to get, after experiencing, again, a down moments, situations that was always filled with disagreements, People that always place you in competitions, okay, always feeling depleted, always feeling as though, you were with somebody that was very sneaky or, again, unintentional. I feel like this has, again, finally came to an end. You had to go within. I feel like I said, shadow work, you took the time out to really heal those parts of you and really lock in with, again, Most High Divine. Allow them to show you exactly what it is that you were needing at that point in time. Okay, you have the Four of Wands, happiness here. You're about to be celebrating this harmony here, but again, this also speaks about marriage. Like I said, your next connection is going to potentially be your last, okay? Because there's celebrations here. Confirmation. There's celebrations here. I feel like you're going to be very happy finally finding somebody in which that you could pour into. And let's say that this is not a relationship, right? Let's say that you actually spent time with self and you're really actually building home. Let's say that you do have children. You are building home. You're ensuring that, again, your home dynamic is a safe space for you and yours. Okay, right place, right time. The Moon, the Knight of Wands. I feel like you've met somebody in which that you dreamt about. You've manifested this person. As I said, wish fulfillment. Okay, this person feels like, again, they complete you in a sense. It's like a sense of belonging, fulfillment. This could also be viewed as, again, you're about to be celebrating. You have a crap ton of blessings that is heading your way. Okay, and it's coming in very quickly with this Knight of Wands. Okay, especially since you guys been experiencing some sort of burdensome times. I feel like you've been preparing. Okay, you've been preparing. You've been focused on your you have tunnel vision at this point in time. With the Four of Pentacles, I do feel like you are saving money to ensure that you are able to, again, buy this house. Some of you guys are wanting to move out, or again, this is like your long-term goal here, trying to ensure that, again, you are building generational wealth. You are able to be financially independent. Again, realizing that you are only able to control the things that you have control of. Nothing more, nothing less. Tell me more for current energy for air signs. Three of Swords. What's the Three of Swords? Some of you guys are experiencing some sort of pain. Some of you guys may have just walked away from a connection. A connection may have ended. I do feel like you or this person, you're regretful. Okay, or you're just heavily disappointed that, again, this person that tried to make it seem like they were here for the long haul and that you guys were going to, again, build something. There was divine love here. There was a blissful relationship that this person was in alignment with you. You may have realized that, again, this person was only feeding you facades with that moon. This person was only feeding you facades. This person was only telling you all of the right things that they knew you wanted to hear at that point in time, right? But I don't want you to get discouraged. What is the Three of Swords and the Five of Cups? The High Priestess. Intuitively, you knew that there was something off about this person. You knew every time they made some sort of a promise, something just felt uneasy about it, right? But again, you tried to push past. The disagreements, push past the strife, the tension, right? And you were really, again, giving this your all. But just know that it doesn't end there, okay? Whoever that part resonates for other you guys, know that, again, this connection in which that you are about to come into or already have come into, know that it's going to be wish fulfillment with this Ten of Cups. There's fulfillment here. Okay, there's peaceful coexistence, there's contentment, there's total love and total support. Okay, I feel like this person you dreamt about, you manifested. Get some advice. May I have 2 cards, please? Advice. Rubrics Cube. Diversity, perspective, understanding. View problems from a new perspective and understanding will deepen. Okay. Which is very fitting since your first card was lesson learned, and then that intuitive download in which that it is that I gave you. I'm telling you, you guys are almost at the finish line, and this is why I feel like there's so much turbulence that's going on right here, right now, okay? Okay, one more. Cat, freedom, self-worth, pride. Value your worth and step away from pleasing others soon. All right, some of you guys are still in a phase of people pleasing. Get rid of that. Some of you guys may have a cat. Okay, at the bottom of the deck, prophecy, guidance, action. Recent readings hold a message. Execute quickly to achieve goals. Okay, some of you guys are going to be having a kid with this person. Okay, building a complete family with this person. All right. Let's see. Let's get advice. Advice for air babies. 2102 could be significant. You may have been single since 2020, 2021. Where there is ruin, there is hope for a treasure. Rough times, good outcome, everything will work out okay. So yes, it has been turbulent. Yes, it has been feeling like, again, forever. You felt like you've been down for quite some time. But just know that, again, where there is ruin, there is hope. Okay? You have, be patient where you sit in the dark. The dawns is coming. This too shall pass. Your future is bright. Confirmation. At the bottom of the deck, we have, you have seen my descent. Now watch my rising. Breakthrough, success, overcoming all obstacles, which is very fitting for this read. Okay. Let's see. Let's get you a message. Advice for the week. Yeah, I have advice for the week. And for air babies. What is air babies' advice for the week? What is air babies' advice for the week? Air babies' advice for the week. Okay, I'll take the first one. Okay, so you are the magic. And then keep going. You don't know where you're heading, but wherever it is that you're heading is the right direction for you. Keep going. It's safe to want more at the bottom of the deck. Let's see what message we have for you. So you are the magic. Mm. 18 could be significant for you. So you are the magic. Everything you're looking for lives within you. Self-worth, inner power, manifestation, authenticity, trusting yourself, divine alignment, which we've been seeing a lot in your read, right? You've spent enough time searching, comparing, and doubting. The truth is, the spark you seek, the power you crave, the clarity you long for is already inside you. You are not missing a piece. You are the piece. This card comes as a radiant mirror reflecting back the truth you may have forgotten. You are the magic, the dream, the energy, the power to create and become. It lives in your breath, your choices, your heartbeat. You do not need permission. You are the permission. Stop outsourcing your worth. Stop waiting for the right sign, the right timing, the right validation. You've been it all along. Remember who you are. When this card appears, it's a call to turn inward and reclaim your power. You may have been reaching outwards for answers, approval, or confidence, but your soul already holds the blueprint. You're not lacking, you're unlocking. Heavy. You're not lacking, you're unlocking. Let this card remind you that alignment doesn't come from chasing, it comes from remembering, from anchoring into your own truth and moving from the sacred center. Some journaling prompts for you. What qualities have you been searching for outside yourself that you already possess? Where are you underestimating your own magic and why? What does your life look like when you fully trust in your own power? Okay, some inner mirror magic for you. Stand in front of a mirror. Look into your own eyes for 60 seconds without looking away. As you breathe deeply, say, I am the magic. I am the source. I trust myself completely. Let any emotions rise. Let them move. Then write a love letter to yourself from your highest self's perspective. Your affirmation is, I am not missing anything. I am the magic I've been seeking. T. Okay? I am not missing anything. I am the magic I've been seeking. Your action steps. Take one bold step today that reflects your belief in yourself. Launch it, share it, wear it, say it. Let the world see what happens when someone's fully owns their light. It's so funny because right after this card is this card. So I'm going to read it because I feel like, again, that was your message. It came out together for a reason, okay? Keep going. One step at a time still moves you forward. Perseverance, momentum, progress over perfection, endurance, self-trust, patience with the process. There's power in persistence. When the excitement fades, when the results aren't instant, when the path feels uphill, this is where your strength is forged. It's not about huge leaps every day. It's about showing up again and again, especially when it's hard. Keep going is a quiet but powerful reminder that you're not behind, you're not failing, you're building step by step, moment by moment. Trust that progress is happening, even if it's not loud or visible yet. Some days your wins is launching the thing. Other days it's just getting out of bed. Both matter, both count, you're still moving, and that means you're still rising. This card arrives when your energy is wavering or you're doubting the value of your efforts. Maybe the outcome feels far away or you're questioning if it's worth it. The answer is yes. Your consistency is creating something real. Rest if you need to, but don't quit. You don't need to feel inspired to make progress. Discipline, devotion, and belief in why will carry you through the dips. Keep showing up for yourself. Your future self is already cheering you on. Some journaling prompts for you. Where have you been making quiet but meaningful progress? What would it feel like to release the pressure of speed and trust the pace of grace? What is one thing that you can do today that brings you closer to what you want? Mini practice, okay? Anchor into your why. Write down your core reason for starting this journey. Your why, then place it somewhere visible. A sticky note on your mirror, a phone wallpaper, or inside your journal. Every time you feel discouraged, return to that anchor. Let it remind you what you're fighting for. Affirmation for you. I honor my peace. Every step I take is building something beautiful. Your action step. Pick one small action today. Send the message. Do that workout. Post the content. Make the list. Choose progress over perfection. And trust that you're gaining ground even when it don't feel like it. Okay? I hope that resonated with you, Air Gang. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe so that way you're notified the next time I drop you a video. Please leave me a comment and let me know how this resonated, okay? Until next time, bye-bye.